Hello guys, welcome back to another video. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. It is very important. That is the best way you can also support the channel. Yes, so this is a new project that we are coming to start. We are coming to build the intensive construction work that we are coming to. This is a 6-bedroom house that we are coming to start building. So those of you that are yet to start your building project in Ghana here, you can follow this journey and know all the ins and outs. You get it? I have an amazing team behind me that we are working on this particular project. One thing I always tell you is whenever you are starting a project, don't ever settle for these masons that they've done themselves, contractors and whatsoever. Always use professional people. Get an engineer to start your projects for you. The little mistake that you will make from the beginning is going to change you the rest of your life on your projects. You understand? So whatever you are about to start, make sure you get qualified people to handle it for you. Don't think about the money. Never think about the money. The quality of the work is most important. And building a house is just like you moving with a car, a vehicle. You understand? If something goes wrong and you find anyone alongside the road to work on it for you, you are going to end up crashing. That is the same thing that happens with building. Whenever you are building, you might think that that is all, or you are trying to save some money. So you go with some cheap people, but you will end up worrying you the rest of your life in that particular house. So I have an amazing team behind me that are working on this project. So whilst you watch the video, you are going to understand what I'm talking about. Yes. So as you can see, all the site clearing and the settling out has been done. So this is the excavation stage that you can see. So one thing about the excavation stage is sometimes people use manpower, you understand. But when it comes to the case whereby your land is it has hard soil, or it is very hard, I don't know how I should put it, but if the land is very hard, very tough land, that one you might need excavation machine, and in that process too you might need electricity to power it. So if you have a land whereby you don't have any source of electricity there, in that case you might need a generator to power the machine. And during the excavation stage, one of the challenges is when it starts to rain, it slows the work because you will need to stop working. And once the rain is over, you have to clear all the the residue before you continue. You understand? So that is some of the disadvantages and the challenges in the excavation process or period. So once everything is done at the excavation stage, you move to the excavation work. That is maybe some extensions that you will need, because this is the stage whereby you are doing the layout of the whole project. So anything in the plan must be well detailed. The little thing that you miss, it is going to affect the whole process. You understand? It's a build-up thing, so you don't need to miss any particular thing. So in case there's any thing that you need to change or you need to add up, this is the particular stage that you need to do it. You understand? So once that is done, setting of the mats and column. Obviously in that particular stage, that is where the iron rods, you are getting the pillars and everything is going to be. So that is where you do the setting of the columns. Once that is done, that is where the casting of the columns, base and foundation also comes in. So in this particular stage, you need the mixing machine on site. Your stones and cement, everything must be there because you've rented a machine, so everything must go on very fast, and it is done very fast so that everything dries up together to make the work move very fast. Once everything is done on the casting stage, that is where you're going to take your level for the block work to begin. You understand? So your casting stage is done, you take your level for the block works to begin, then they start to lay the blocks. You see, they start to lay the blocks. You understand? So during the casting stage, you could see that they use that black rubber to lay the entire excavation. This is done to prevent dampness. You understand? It's done to prevent dampness. So remember, whenever you are doing your project, that must be a key. Obviously, when you are using a professional person, he has already planned the layouts for you, so you know each and every stage what is going to happen there. Everything is well detailed to you, so every stage you know whatever is going to happen there. You understand? When you end up using those kind of mason contractors, they just do the work, they end up even changing the plan for you. So that is one major thing that you have to also learn whenever you are starting a project. Once the laying of the blocks is done, they'll start to fix the form work for the columns and the foundation, fixing of the form works for the columns and the foundation. Then after, they will do the fixing of the ground beams. You understand? So basically, this is a step-by-step journey. Once the fixing of the ground beam is done, they will start to do the casting of the columns and the ground beams as well. So that is what you see them doing. So they will do all the casting for the columns and the ground beams. You understand? Then after, striking of the form work from the columns and basically removing all the wood works from the columns. Once everything is dried up, they'll remove it. Then you get to this particular stage that we are. That is what happens in the building thing. So starting the foundation like this, it's a major work. It's a tough work, but it's a lot of money as well. But if you don't pay much attention to this stage, this is what is going to hold the whole house. So if you don't pay much attention, you are going to have a lot of problem whilst the building comes up. You understand? So basically, that is one few thing that we are going to learn as the journey goes on. There's a lot of videos that are going to come on this particular project, a step-by-step video, so that at least those of you that are yet to start your project, you can learn a lot of things from this property as well. It's a story building, so it has a long way to go. By God's grace, I know everything is going to be well done and everything is going to be perfect. So those of you that are yet to start your property or start your project in Ghana here, if you don't have anyone and you want someone to assist you or handle it for you, you can just call me. I have an amazing team behind me that we are going to make sure everything is well done and taken care of for you. You understand? We need to help each other in a very good way that we all can help. And when you get to a stage that you think that you can take over, that one is fine. So try your possible best to pay much attention to this series of video that is going to come up on the channel. Yes, I know most people would want to buy houses as well. People buy uncompleted houses, then they finish it. Others too want to start from scratch. There are two different types of having a property. You understand? Some people go for fully completed, which is super expensive. Others also go for uncompleted stage, then they complete it. It's quite moderate. Then people also go for starting everything from scratch. So starting everything from scratch, the difference among all these things that I've said is starting from scratch takes a lot of time, and it also needs you have to really have a lot of money behind to start. Normally they say that building a house doesn't start from the sites. It doesn't start on the site. Yes, building a house starts in your room. Basically, what they are trying to say is you have to save up your money before you even go to the site. There should be some kind of money there before you even go to the site. You understand? Yes. So that is how building works. So if you want to start from scratch like this, you can't just start with nothing, because just from the foundation you will need a lot of money, and it's a continuous work. This particular stage, that is not a stage whereby you are going to break. There's a stage in the building where you can take a break during the break period to get your money back. It also serves as a time for whether the concrete to dry up or the columns to dry up, everything like that. So those of you that are also going to buy the fully furnished, the real estate type, that one is super expensive. So if you have that kind of money, that one is also good and simple. No time, no stress, no hassle. Yes, getting the uncompleted also, it helps you because basically the house has been built to a certain point, so you could have the time to also finish it up. There's no pressure in that aspect also. So some way I think getting the uncompleted might help you, but maybe the plan might not be whatever you want because already the property has been started, unless maybe you want to demolish everything and start everything afresh. But aside that, I think all the three types of obtaining a property, everything depending on who you are and how your budget is well done to serve each and every one. If you build from scratch, it's good. If you get the uncompleted also, is good. If you are able to buy the fully furnished one too, that one too is also good. You understand? 100% complete. Everyone wishes to buy some, even though most people buy and try to redesign it, which is a lot of money. If you would do that, then I would rather tell you to start from scratch. You understand? I have a property that I started from scratch, and I also have a property that I bought uncompleted, that I'm working on it. You understand? So there are two different types of properties that I have in different ways of obtaining them. You understand? So it helps you to broaden up your mind, to learn a lot of things when it comes to the building aspects. I'm not a contractor, I'm nobody, just working on my property, but due to that you get to learn a lot. There is one thing that they always say, that your first one might bring challenges to you, but that doesn't mean the second one must also bring that challenges back to you. The first one, you learn something from it, a lot of experiences that you are going to learn. Then that experiences is going to help you to further in the next ones that is going to happen. That is basically the whole thing here. Yeah, so that's enough of the rant, and let's get back to work. So what you can see here, what they are doing as at now is they are trying to do the prevention of damp from the foundation level. This is a major role in building. You understand? There are a lot of houses in Accra here that you see all the dampness, disturbing homeowners a lot. So this is one thing that they miss from the early stages of building. That is why they get that results when the building is complete. So that is what you can see them doing. That is a damp-proof paint that they are using. Initially, they use the rubber at the excavation stage, and once the blocks laying is up also, they use the damp-proof paints to also do it very well, over and over and over and over. You see, when you do this, it prevents dampness in the future. This is one major thing. So make sure that you take good care of your building from scratch. If you miss this chance, you are done. You are going to have a problem with damp. A lot of damp issue is going to disturb you when the building is up there. So this is the major thing that you need to do. So this stage, you can see they've done all the damp-proof painting all over the block works, everywhere. You understand? They've completed every single place using the paints. You understand? It's a lot of money, but it is for the good sake and also for the good work. If you skip this stage, you are going to regret. So always make sure that this particular stage is well done and very much important. It all ends up by you using professional people to handle your projects. You understand? Some people might take the money and even skip this part. Don't care, because they will think that it doesn't even play any major role. Once they've used the rubber down there, they choose to skip this part. That is what they do. But this one is also important. You do both of them and you are safe. You understand? So I think that is going to be all for this particular video, and make sure you stick and stay to the channel and follow the journey of this property. See you in the next update. Bye bye.